here with Rainero of Cornell, 5th place Northeast Regionals, advancing to NCAAs. How are you feeling about the race?
I'm really pumped. I've been running pretty hard from the front most races this season, and I decided to chill out a little bit more and just sit with the leaders, which really ends up being a better race in the end. And I was waiting for them to move the whole race, and when they actually went, it wasn't that shocking. I mean, I raced against Syracuse at Boston in the 8K 7 weeks ago, and when they went, it was like being punched in the gut. And this time, I think I handled a lot better.
Where did they make the move?
It was around 5K. It was actually around especially the hardest part. It was a gradual build-up, really. They actually never went to the front till the last mile. Dooney from Yale started pushing it kind of the whole way, but really the last mile, that was the hardest part. The top 5 or 6 separated almost instantaneously, and I felt actually the hardest part almost was in the back when they really surged, and managed to catch up with them, and all through there was kind of even, and then the last 150, and especially into the headwind, then it went from feeling pretty good to really having the wind knocked out of me.
Yeah. Did you like it? You said you were pushing races earlier, but I think the background's more as a mile.
Yeah, it is.
Why did you do that? And I guess why did you choose to run so fast?
Well, this is my first healthy cross season. If you average my last 3 cross seasons of mileage, it'd probably be around 30 miles a week or less. And this season I've averaged 70. So I'm just at another level of endurance, and it brings confidence, and you kind of feel like when you run out front that you're able to get out of the melee. I mean, I saw 3 guys fall during the first 5K of this race, and I'm really afraid of that happening. It happened to me at Heps last year, and running out front, you really can avoid all that. But in the end, like being a miler, especially sitting and kicking is definitely a lot easier of a race in the end if you're able to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. So I mean, at nationals, you think it's going to be going out pretty hard to get out front?
Not like this. Not going to be 10, 20, whatever for 2 miles. There.
Right. So you still going to try and sprint out? Or you're going to wait a little bit?
Well, I think all it comes down to is getting out well in the first 400 and then chilling. I mean, there's not much of a difference between getting out to the front and getting out in the top 30. It's not a huge difference in effort in the first 400. So it's always going to be a hard first 400, but I think after that you can just settle in. So I think the key really is at Nats. The Franklin Park course in Louisville, we raced that at Nats. It has this gully. Everyone's aware of that. Everyone goes out like a bat out of hell in that first 400 to get out of that trouble. So I'll have to get out really hard in the first 4, but it doesn't mean running at the very front.
Do you have a goal for second place?
All American. I'm very confident I can do that. I think my stretch goal will be top 30. I think top 40 is definitely in the cards. That's what I'm training for, and I think I can do that. Yeah.